Alright, so we're going to do properties of exponents. First one is the product of powers. So, let's say you have a raised to the m power times a raised to the n power. Well, this will give you a to the m plus n power. So let's do an example. 4 squared times 4 cubed will be 4 raised to the 2 plus 3, which is 4 raised to the 5. To verify, 4 squared, same thing as saying 4 times 4. 4 cubed, the same thing as saying 4 times 4 times 4. You add them up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 to the 5th power. That is the same thing. Alright, next one, zero exponents. It's pretty easy. Just saying any number raised to the 0th power is 1. As long as a is not 0. So it can be a negative number, it can be a fraction, a decimal, whatever. As long as it's not 0, it's going to be 1. So 10 to the 0th power is 1. And 10,000 raised to the 0th power is also 1. Easy as that. So anytime you see 0th power, you know it's equal to 1. Alright, so we have next one is negative exponents. Negative exponents will be the a raised to the negative n power. So this means is 1 over a to the n power. So this is pretty much all it means. So you see a to negative number raised to the negative power is the same thing as saying 1 over a to the power. So a simple example, 2 raised to the negative 3. Well, same thing as saying 1 over 2 to the negative 2 cubed. Sorry about that. It'll be 2 cubed. 1 over 2 cubed. Alright, next one is quotient of powers. Just saying if you see a to the m divided by a to the n power, what you do is you just subtract the power. Subtract the top from the bottom. So let's say you have 2 cubed divided by 2 to the 5th. Well, if you multiply everything out, you know 2 cubed is 2 times 2 times 2. And then the bottom 2 to the 5th would be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Now you cancel out. Right here you're left with 1 over 2 squared. Alright, so if you use the shortcut, you know it'll be 2 to the 3 minus 5. Same thing as saying 2 to the negative 2, which we know by the negative property means it's 1 over 2 squared. So same thing. So that's the quotient rule. Alright, power rule. This is the one a lot of people get confused on. I don't know why, but hopefully nobody else will get confused after this. Alright, power rule just states, so a to the n power, the whole thing raised to the n power, same thing as saying a to the m times n power. So example, 2 cubed times all that squared. So what does the squared mean again? It means 2 cubed times 2 cubed, which from our product powers means we'll have to add them. So it'll be the same thing as saying 2 to 3 plus 3, which is equal to 2 to the 6. So if we would have done right away with the shortcut, the real way, we know it would have been 2 times 3 is 2, which is 2 raised to the 6th power. Easy. Alright, rational exponents. Just saying a number raised to a fraction. Doesn't matter what m or n is, as long as n is not 0. So n cannot be 0. Why? because of course there can never be a 0 in the bottom of a fraction in the denominator. So this means a raised to the m or n power, same thing as saying the nth root of a raised to the m. So one example is 27 raised to the 1/3. So it's the cube root of 27, which we all know is 3. Alright, another one. Let's say it's, I don't know, 64 raised to the 2/3. Well, then we say that is the cube root of 64 squared. So we know that 64 squared is just 64 times 64. And we know this is 16 times 4. And 16 is 4 times 4. You have it squared. So this is 16. Easy as that.